In our last topic, we were dealing about the topic mitochondria. We will discuss about the topic that's name is plastid. First, we would like to introduce about the plastid. Plastid is a special kind of cell organelle present only in plant. This is very important that this is present only in plant. And what about their function? Their function is provide color to the plant. Provide color to the plant. Let's discuss about the importance of the color. We know that the leaves which are green in color, if I talk about the leaves which are green in color, due to the presence of these green color, they will show an important process which is known as photosynthesis. This is a very common special feature of the plant. By the process of photosynthesis, they will form their own food, so they are known as the autotrophic organism. Autotrophic. Let's move to the next topic. That what about the plastid? We have three kind of plastid. First, we'll deal about chloroplast. Second, there is chromoplast, and third one, that is leucoplast. The structure of chloroplast we have discussed in the topic of photosynthesis, that was nutrition in plant. This topic we have already discussed in the topic nutrition in plant. So if you want to discuss about the structure of chloroplast, first you should prefer the topic nutrition in the plant, because at the process of the nutrition, chloroplast is very important because they have an important pigment which is termed as chlorophyll. And chlorophyll is a very important pigment present inside the chloroplast, and they are responsible, or they have power to trap the solar energy. They have power to trap the solar energy. So right now we are not dealing about the structure of chloroplast, because this topic we have already discussed in the topic of nutrition and plant. And right now we are just dealing about the basics of the plastid, that chloroplast provide green color. Chloroplast will provide green color. Then if I deal about the chromoplast will provide red color, or I can say that other than green color. They provide other than green color. That's known as the chromoplast. And the last one, that is leucoplast, which is termed as the colorless pigment. Leucoplast, which is known as the colorless pigment. The structure and detail of this topic we have already discussed in the chapter nutrition in plant. So we just give a brief introduction of the chloroplast. First we'll start with the chloroplast. If I draw the structure of the chloroplast like that, it is a double membranous structure. We can draw it like that. It is a double membranous structure. And inside the double membrane structure they have a liquid which is represented like dot in the structure. This liquid is a very important liquid, having a deposition of starch, fat granules and other kind of nutritional product. This liquid is termed as stroma. Inside the stroma they have some plates which are arranged on each other like that. They have plate-like arrangement which arrange on each other. These plates which arrange on each other, that's simply termed as the grana. The unit of the grana is known as thylakoid. That's known as the thylakoid. And two grana, this is also the grana and this is also the grana. Two grana attach with each other. There is a structure which termed as the fat channel. Which term is the fat channel or stroma lamella. They also have a two important structure, which is that they have self DNA, self RNA, and some particles of the. They perform the process of photosynthesis because they have green pigment, termed as chlorophyll, which is present inside the thylakoid, and that is the chlorophyll.
This is a simple structure of chloroplast. And what is the importance of chloroplast? These are the site of photosynthesis. These are the site of photosynthesis. Then we move to the next topic, and that next topic is we will deal about the structure of chromoplast. Chromoplast is nothing, it will provide color which is other than green. Leucoplast, which only help in the process of food synthesis. We will not deal with this topic in here, and we have already discussed this topic in the sequence that was in nutrition and plant. So I'll give a brief introduction of the chromoplast also. Chromoplast will provide other than green color like purple, red, and other colors of flower and leaves. Other color of flower and plant. Next one is leucoplast. Leucoplast is of three types. First, the part of leucoplast which store fat, which store protein, and which store carbohydrate. Fat storing leucoplast is known as aleoplast. It's known as aleoplast. Protein storing, that's known as aleuroplast. And the carbohydrate or starch storing, starch, which is known as amyloplast. Next, move to the next topic. That this is all about the chloroplast and other kind of plastid. This is the unique features of the plant cell. The plastid will always absent in the animal cell, and this is always present only in the plant cell. So right now we're dealing about the structure of the chloroplast. Next topic that we will deal about the structure of the next cell organelle, which is termed as the endoplasmic reticulum. It was discovered by three important scientists, that's Porter, Fulham, and Claude. First of all, its position. If I draw about its position, it's present from nuclear membrane till cell membrane. This is about the network. It is present in form of network. It starts from nucleus to the cell membrane. So this is very important that what kind of function will they perform? They will perform the important function which can be a function of transportation. They will first transport the things from cell membrane to the nuclear membrane. This is very important that they will transport the things from cell membrane to the nuclear membrane. Next we'll deal about the structure of the ER. There are three important structure of the ER. First, they have a plate-like arrangement. This is the plate-like arrangement. This plate-like arrangement is known as cisternae. They also have a round-shaped vesicles. This term is vesicles. And there is another important structure which is known as the tubules, like that. This is the tubules. They have three important structure which is termed as the vesicles, cisternae, and tubules. Next, that is the structural phenomena of the ER. First, there is type of endoplasmic reticulum. Types of endoplasmic reticulum. There are two types. First, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, smooth ER, and second, which is known as rough ER. First, that what is the base of the division of ER? The base of the division of ER is the presence of ribosome. The base is the presence of ribosomes on their surface. If they have ribosome on their surface, the term will be RER. Ribosome will be present. Ribosomes present. If they don't have ribosome, the term will be smooth ER. Then, what is important of both RER and SER? RER play an important role because due to the presence of ribosome, presence of ribosomes. They will help in the process of they will help in the process of protein synthesis. And if I deal about the structural component of ER, they have two important structures that will be they have only cisternae and vesicles. They have two important structural components. First, the term is cisternae, and the second term is vesicle. It's very important that they have two important kind of structural component. First is cisternae, second is vesicle. Then we move to the SER. SER play a key role in the process of the secretion of lipids, steroid, and polysaccharides. What about these components? Lipids, we know that these are the derivatives of the fats. Steroids are the compound form the harmonical structure of the body, and polysaccharides is a kind of sugar molecules. And if I deal about the overall function of the ER, the first important function, protein synthesis. Second important function, material secretion. Third important function, they also help in the process of the detoxification of the material. And the fourth one is they are present from nuclear membrane to cell membrane, so they also provide a mechanical support in form of cytoskeleton. What is cytoskeleton? Cytoskeleton is a structure which make the cell a strong body so that cell cannot collapse. Some other structural components which form the cytoskeletons are some of the proteins are there, and some of the microtubules which are also help in the process of the formation of the cytoskeleton. And next important function of the ER, they also help in the process of the removal of waste product from the body. It means they play a key role in the function of the detoxification. And if I deal about their structure, the structure start and their origination start from the nuclear membrane to the cell membrane, and they also present inside the cytoplasm, and they have proteins, so they will be RER. If they are smooth, they will be termed as SER. And they play important function. We have already discussed that they have important functions of that protein synthesis because they have ribosomes. They also have the process of the secretion of material. They have detoxification process. They have lipid synthesis, steroid synthesis, and polysaccharide synthesis. So that's all about the topic endoplasmic reticulum. Today we have discussed about the two topics, chloroplast, which we have already discussed in the topic nutrition in plant. So right now we are just giving a brief introduction of the chloroplast. Then we have discussed about the topic of ER. ER is a very important structure present inside the cell from nucleus to the cell membrane. So they play an important role in the process of the cytoskeleton formation. They also help in the process of the protein synthesis. They also help in the process of the material secretion like lipid, polysaccharides, and steroids. So that's all about the topic of the two cell organelle. Today we have discussed about the two cell organelle. First, that is plastid, and second one, that is the endoplasmic reticulum.